a world that constantly demands our attention, how often do we pause and ask ourselves, can I truly commit to this? Hello, sophisticates. Today we're diving into a simple yet profound tool for self preservation. That's the power of saying this two-letter word, no. Saying no isn't about being negative or selfish, it's about recognizing and honoring your own boundaries. Listen, you have to set boundaries. That's the way that you can do the things that you want to do in your life. So let's explore how you can set boundaries in both your personal and professional lives. So it's important for you to not just recognize whether you want to do something or whether you can do something. It's just whether it's in the limits that you've set for yourself and what you want in your life. First, recognize your limits. Overcommitting leads to stress and burnout. I've seen it and I've done it. It's okay to admit that you can't do everything. The superwoman trope is a fallacy. It doesn't work. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you might be saying no to something else and something that you really should be saying yes to, like self care or family time. You have to make an intentional effort to get those things as part of your regular routine. So, the first thing you need to do is communicate clearly. No one can read your mind. So, when saying no, be clear and concise. Let your no mean no and your yes mean yes. It's just a simple rule. Offer a brief reason if necessary. I always say that there's a no with an explanation depending on the relation. So, but avoid lengthy justifications. You don't have to explain yourself just because you say no. It's okay. It's not about making excuses. It's about being honest with yourself and being honest with others so they know how to treat you. I mean, you really, really have to prioritize your emotional well being. Your emotional health is so important. Your emotional health should always be a priority because if something doesn't align well with your values or it triggers you in a negative way, it's okay to decline. It's okay to say, no, not this time. Or maybe this isn't a good time. Or, this just isn't something that I want to do. You can be honest. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if what you're being asked to do doesn't help, it doesn't build you, it only tears you down, then don't do it. Okay? You have to practice this regularly. Practice saying what you really mean. Because, like any skill, saying no gets easier with practice. You'll stop making excuses if that's what you do now. I mean, sometimes you do have to give an explanation just because you need to get over the fact that you're really, honestly, truly saying what you mean. And that means no, right? So start with smaller things and then build up your confidence in saying no or not this time or let me think about it. And really, let me think about it is an excuse because you really know that you don't want to do it. So over time, you'll find that setting boundaries enriches not only your life, but also the qualities of your relationships and the work that you do. Okay. So be empowered to say no when you mean no and yes when you mean yes. Embrace the power of saying no. It's a declaration of respect for your time, energy, and your emotional well being. So until next time, stay empowered and cherish your boundaries.